The second part is the long distance part. Since half of our relationship, actually not half, maybe 1/3 of the relationship, or maybe half, was actually in the long distance relationship mode, and I'm actually going back again, so it's gonna be another long distance relationship mode. A lot of people are going through that right now, or have been through that during pandemic because of the flight situation. A lot of people's borders not open yet, so I believe that there are a lot of people who want to know the tips. But because of time constraint, let's just talk about 3 of them, and let's start first from you.
I think the biggest thing to kind of making a long distance relationship happen with or without a pandemic is frequency. You just got to make sure that the frequency that you talk feels special, and it's enough to kind of be in tune with each other's daily lives, because if that frequency is kind of any less, it doesn't feel as intimate as it really could be. So just, you know, with technology now, it's so easy to just call somebody for free and see their face for free. And there's a lot of different avenues to do so. So it's just kind of making the effort on each other's side to be able to talk to each other frequently is a really big thing.
Yeah, we use FaceTime a lot, but a lot of people also use like Facebook Messenger, or even some people use Instagram video to stay in touch. So there are so many methods to do so. How frequent do you think a couple should be in touch if they're in a long distance relationship?
It depends on how busy they are, and you know, it depends on what they're doing. I think daily is fair if you're not too busy. You know, any more than that, it can almost, sometimes people will find it annoying, like but frequency, like at least daily, or at least maybe once every 2 days, long distance is really important.
Yeah, and another thing that I think could share as a tip is connectivity. So what I mean by that is you need to have something that you can discuss with your partner, or your like your boyfriend or your girlfriend over time. So for instance, like you can talk about the news that you guys both watched this morning, or the stock market, or I don't know, like a book that you guys read together, or maybe you guys can watch a movie together. You guys need to stay connected, even not offline, but still online in some ways, in some perspectives. I feel that's super important.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be something that you both share interest in. It has to be a shared interest, because if it's not, it's more one-sided than it should be.
Yeah.
And so if it's something that you both just have an inherent interest in, or you know that the other person can get excited about, it helps a lot.
Yeah, and also I think a good thing is that because he and I actually are from different nationalities, so we absorb different kind of news, and because of that, I feel that sometimes he shared with me news that I didn't know about, or some perspectives that I didn't really know about. So I think that's super cool to have like another new point of view that came across to me from him. So I think that's also good.
Yeah.
Last one.
Oh, the last one. I don't know if I thought that far.
Okay. Let me think. I think the last one would be tips for long distance relationship would be oh, I remember we put on that. Always have a plan to be offline together.
Right, yeah, that was the third one. The third one was having a plan to eventually meet, and with the pandemic, this is quite difficult, especially if you're from a very safe country like Taiwan, and the other person's in a very dangerous country like the United States, relevant to the pandemic. But having a plan to the hope for the future, to be able to meet each other in better circumstances, or whatever circumstances you can manage. You know, that hope is really kind of driving the continuation of your relationship when it's a more remote kind of thing.
Yeah, I cannot imagine how our relationship will be if I did not come here, to be really honest, because I feel that coming here and to really like meet Walter and to reconnect offline is still very important. Although we have been through a long distance relationship, I still think that's like very important to experience things together as a couple. So always having that, as you said, hope will be like very important for a couple. And yeah.
I agree.
So I think that's it. Any ideas of me leaving again?
So things have kind of changed, starting with, again, going back to health and safety. I think this country, the US's regulations have changed. They're becoming more strict with kind of people coming in, which is interesting because it seems like we are the threats to everyone. But when Kimberly leaves, the airlines will enforce, before she leaves, they'll enforce a 3-day rule, which is basically she has to have test results within the last 3 days before her flight to be able to leave the United States and get on her flight.
Yeah.
And the United States will also require that she has a COVID test locally, wherever she is, before she comes back to the United States. So she'll have to show those test results to the airline, which is enforced by the federal government, and then she can board and come on over. So, and then obviously she'll have to quarantine in both locales for 2 weeks as soon as she arrives.
And by the time when I come here, I assume that the vaccine will already be available. I'm not sure, like, but I think it will be like a lot of people will already have vaccine, and I feel that the situation will get much better in 2021, hopefully.
Right. So the vaccine rollout and the distribution, there are both supply and distribution issues. Right now, we're still in the phase of vaccinating healthcare workers as well as at-risk elderly in nursing homes specifically. And then I think shortly after they're going to start targeting just normal seniors. But the vaccination effort has been far less than imagined or hoped by this time in January. So a lot of workplaces, including mine, are postponing the return back. It could be quite a while up until the summer, possibly, before we consider going back to normal and going to the grocery without getting sick or anything like that. So hopefully by the time Kim gets back, things will be winding down, but probably won't be entirely safe.
Yeah, but still, I feel that like we always need to look at the bright side and uptrend. So I feel that it will become better and better. Like 2020 is the bottom, and anything's going to be only upwards. 2021
is going to be more promising, I think, and it would be cynical to think otherwise, but we'll make the most of it as we have been in 2020. So.
So I think that's it, and hope you guys find it helpful if you guys are traveling to the US and still wanting to stay safe, or if you guys are going through a long distance relationship right now. Like, just want to let you guys know that we've been here, and yeah, so everything will be all right.
Yeah, have hope and have faith.
Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. If you guys have any other questions, let me know by commenting me or just like DMing me. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!